With Legends Festival slowly approaching in the next couple of weeks, I decided why not do a wish list on stuff that I would like to see personally come to the game for Legends Festival. Of course, we all know Legends Festival seems to be the biggest celebration of the year, even bigger than Anniversary. So, I'm expecting a lot. It shouldn't be like any just regular old celebration, which honestly at this point I feel like it might be. But I decided why not, just throw out some couple of ideas and stuff that I would really want to see, just to make the celebration as great as possible. Because at the end of the day, I want this game to thrive, right? So without further ado, let's hop in straight into the first one. So the first one obviously is going to be the banners. Now, looking at this, I'm pretty sure you guys already know what I want. Sparking rates at 30% and triple the Z power. This has only happened once in Legends history, and obviously it was for last year's Legends Festival with Goku and Vegeta, this new Broly, of course, Sorrowful Trunks, and the Goku Black and Zamasu or Zamasu Goku Black banners. Those are the two only banners that this has ever happened on. And ever since then, we've gotten double Z powers for any LF banners, right? Even during the anniversary. Now, I did ask for 30 triple Z powers for the anniversary, but we didn't get that. So it's possible we could get this, but I wouldn't really hold my breath. I remember during reveals and stuff or something, Toshi said that, they did bring this for once, and they don't know if they're ever going to bring it back again. Something along those lines, but I feel like it's the perfect time to bring this back. The one thing is, actually, it's not really a negative, because that has more to do with something else. So I was gonna say, like, if they bring this back, they might intentionally, like, kind of nerf the units, potentially. Like, we've seen Goku and Vegeta, obviously, during the Legends Festival, people had them at high stars, right? 9 stars plus. And, they aged very fast, and that probably has to do with the featured boost. That's a separate topic in itself, but I don't know. I hope if they do bring back this 30% Z power, I hope they don't intentionally nerf the units, because they might have the mindset like, oh, since 30% triple Z power and all this stuff, people will generally have them at higher stars, so they might not perform as well at like even 9 stars potentially. So who knows? I just hope they don't, if they're not gonna do a triple Z power, just make the units good, right? So obviously, I don't want them to follow the 4th anniversary template where they did, part 1, one banner, part 2, another banner, and part 3, another banner. It seems like they might not go that route, because if they wanted to go that route, they probably would have started the celebration a bit earlier. Actually, probably not. If anything, if they want to go that route, they're probably going to extend the celebration to go past, like, even go on in well within like mid-January, which would make sense, because anniversary ended around like mid to end of July, right? So if they were to go that route, they have to end around mid to end January. Last year's Legends Festival ended around, probably early January, I would say, with Ultra Gogeta's banner ending around like the 1st or maybe the 2nd week of January. So if they do like a 3-part banner system, I'm not going to like it. I want them to drop 2 banners right off the bat with, solid units, good units actually, so that we actually see some sort of diversity. Because if they drop 1 banner at a time, it doesn't really impact the meta as heavily as if they were to do 2 banners at the same time, right? So I would prefer 2 banners, because it would obviously bring in a lot more diversity. But at the end of the day, they're probably going to just chase money, right? They saw how successful the 4th anniversary model was, so at that point, it's probably likely that they go that route. But at least bring back the triple Z power. Next on the list is obviously going to be the Hoi Poi coins. Now, I'm pretty sure they're going to bring this back. These are like, I guess, staples at this point for big celebrations, or even just regular celebrations, to be honest. I've seen them come back multiple times, but what I really want them to focus on is give out good rewards even in the Hoi Poi system, in the Hoi Poi itself. Like here, you could see clear missions to get Chrono Crystals and Legend Limited Z power. The first time this Hoi Poi system was incorporated into the game was during the 3rd anniversary, and every subsequent Hoi Pois have been a worse version of that. During the 4th and 3rd anniversary, we had a chance to get 600 Z power just through the mission, so you're guaranteed to get that 600 Z power. And I believe we got 1,000 Chrono Crystals. Like, that is crazy. We have not gotten that ever since they completely just removed Legends Limited Z power, unless you get extremely lucky with the pulls on your Hoi Pois, because the pull rate on those shit is like sub 0.0000%. Like, it's actually insane. I see it every now and then someone happens to pull it, but I personally have never pulled it, despite going like several thousands of Hoi Poi deep in these, I guess, summons, right? So if they do it, I want them to actually incorporate some guaranteed way of getting the Legend Limited Z Power and the Chrono Crystals through like missions or stuff. That would be perfect, right? So Hoi Poi, I don't doubt that it's going to come back. They had this festival Hoi Poi last year as well, so I don't have any doubt that it's going to come back. But I just really wish that they have some concrete way of getting, some guaranteed way of getting it, right? Here you earn up to 800 Chrono Crystals and Legends Limited Z Power. Like, I want that to be the case again. So actually, on the same page, we can talk about the next topic here, and it's going to be the worldwide challenge, or sorry, world challenge raid versus whoever boss it is. Recently, ever since the anniversary, they've brought back these stupid extreme clash raids, the garbage versions of this raid. This world challenge raid is how they have to go about making this. A perfect example is from the anniversary. Those raids, excluding the first one was very bad, but the subsequent raids after that were perfect. You play the raid as much as possible. You get your Chrono Crystals even if you have 20k or above, because you don't have to exchange them through the exchange shop. You get them through the, the battle bonus or battle rewards. I think that's what it was here, combat points. You get them through the combat points, so you're able to get that even if you have your 20k threshold. And the rewards in the exchange shop were great, right? The amount of erasers you can get was crazy. You can get over 2,000 erasers, which is insane because, believe it or not, equipments in this game matter so much. They make or break your team. So being able to get 2,000 erasers to guarantee some really solid equips for your main teams, that's like perfect. And of course, they even increased just recently. They increased the threshold for your erasers from 300 to 999. That gives an even bigger incentive to grind out the raid, which increases, player play time or something, whatever metric they want to look at. So all around, I feel like it's just a big plus. If they don't bring back this world challenge raid, that would be so damn disappointing. Like, they cannot fumble the bag on this. They have to bring the world challenge raid, or else it's gonna be bad, let me tell you. Now, another thing I want to address is as well as getting a lot of Chrono Crystals, but during these celebrations, I'm assuming we're going to be getting a lot of Chrono Crystals. It has been kind of slowing down in the past couple of months, where we've been getting record lows of Chrono Crystals in this past year. Just based off the CC records, like last month we got like 13k, the month before that we got like 13k as well. Or it was like around 15k, but even lower for people that saved up for 20k. It just feels like we're not getting enough Chrono Crystals, but I do think that they will change that. Generally, during these big celebrations, we do get a good amount of Chrono Crystals. Like if we take a look at the CC logs here, for November 2021, we got 21k, basically 22k Chrono Crystals. If we take a look at December 2021, which is the big bulk of the Legends Festival, we got, how much did we get? 28.6k, basically 29k CC. And then January, what do we get here? 20k around. As always, shout out to Lugiani for compiling all these CC records. But yeah, we got a pretty hefty amount of Chrono Crystals, and even during the 4th anniversary, we had a pretty good amount of Chrono Crystals as well. So I don't doubt that they're gonna give out a good amount. I'm pretty sure there's still gonna be people complaining about not being able to get it, but if they're able to at least provide like around 25,000 to 30,000 during the peak month, which is December, then actually, I'll scratch it. I wanted to give out a concrete 28 to 30k. That's a good amount to give out just in December. And then, November, January, give out like 20 to 25k, and I think we should be good there. So that should be okay as well. But all these things I've mentioned here so far, these are like kind of like staples. They're definitely going to happen at some point during the celebration. So there's not really any extra. They're not going above and beyond, which I would prefer them to go above and beyond and give even more stuff, but these things just laid out here, these are like must happen stuff. These are staple stuff that happens during every celebration, so it's something to be completely overwhelmed about, right? So everything other than that is going to be like new additions, right? So I'm talking about, new free-to-play units, new full power battle, a lot of CCs. I mean, I already mentioned a lot of CCs, but new free-to-play units is going to be really good, especially for the teams that they're going to be buffing. I'm assuming they're going to heavily buff GT. Tag Super Saiyan 4s are at this point like 99% going to happen. It's what everyone is already expecting at this point. Second option is probably going to be around maybe USS related. Who knows? It's not as concrete as the GT buffs, since we've been getting a lot of GT buffs, but free to play units to kind of complement those teams. I guess we've been getting them, the free to play Goku, the free to play 17, those units. So I guess at that point it's gonna be buffing the other team tags. So, but just getting free to play units and those events giving us CC. What else can we get? Oh yeah, dude. New summon animations, please. Do you remember the last time we got a new summon animation? 2nd anniversary, Vegito Blue versus Broly. We have not gotten a new animation in 2.5 years. Now, honestly, at this point, I don't really think they're gonna bring back. Bring a new summon animation. But if they do bring one, I would love for them to do some sort of Gogeta 4 versus Corrupted Zamasu, because it would kind of reflect on or contrast the one that we got for Vegito Blue versus Broly. Because, Vegito Blue isn't the one that fought Broly, right? It was Gogeta Blue, but they used Vegito instead because he was the headlining unit. And Gogeta 4 obviously is not Gogeta Blue, but he is a Gogeta, right? And he fought, he didn't fight Corrupted Zamasu, but he was headlining anniversaries alongside Corrupted Merge Zamasu for the 3rd anniversary. Which is why I thought they were actually going to drop some animation during them, but they never did. But that would be perfect. But even if they don't do that, there's so many different options they can go from. They can have like a UI Goku revival type summon. Oh my god, that would be so damn insane. That would be actually just so stupid. There's just so much they can do with these summon animations, and I feel like they aren't capitalizing enough on it. Like, they can honestly just scratch all these fucking old animations that we've been getting, right? They can get rid of Bardock, Trunks, all this garbage, and just give us a bunch of new animations. We've seen these stupid animations so much already. Yo, like, the Vegeta animation just straight up pisses me off whenever I see it. They should just fucking remove that. It's so annoying to look at. Giving us just a bunch of revamped animation would be so much better. But honestly, at this point, I don't think they're gonna do it. But it's, it's a wish list, right? So these are things that I would really want them to add, right? I definitely had to mention this because, of course, it's not a celebration without mentioning this at least once. But Shallot, he needs a new form. Now, I'm just gonna throw this out there. I don't think he's going to get one during the celebration, but I just want to throw it out there. I haven't done the recent story events, but I don't know where he's at in terms of his progression in his forms and stuff. But it's been over 2.5 years. His last form dropped with the last summon animation, so 2.5 years have passed by since his new transformation. Obviously, he's projected to get Super Saiyan Blue, the natural evolution from Super Saiyan God. So, I mean, we're still waiting for it. I don't know where it is, but we're still waiting for it. But, I decided why not just add it in there. Just because, why not, right? It's not a celebration without mentioning Super Saiyan Blue Shallot, right? Alright, the final thing I wanted to mention is, of course, I think it's pretty much overdue for a new LF Zenkai. Now, obviously, I do think they're going to be giving us, like, some other Zenkais throughout this celebration. But we are very overdue a new LF Zenkai, and I guess even a platinum equipment at that point, or unique equipment at that point. And they better make it a hype LF Zenkai, right? Last year we got LF Super Vegito Zenkai, a much anticipated unit, or Zenkai, probably the most anticipated Zenkai of all time. And believe it or not, he actually crashed the servers. He crashed the servers for like over 8 hours, which was insane. A Zenkai unit crashed the servers. The last time we crashed the servers was for UI Goku during the prior Legends Festival. So it seems like it's kind of like a recurring theme that Legends Festival somehow has to crash the servers. And I think at this point, the perfect way to kind of contrast what we got for the 4th anniversary in Zenkai Vegeta Blue is, of course, the Zenkai for Gogeta Blue. Now, this is something they've been doing very frequently, is they kind of contrast from Gogeta and Vegito from the 4th anniversary and Legends Festival. So basically, the 2nd anniversary we had Vegito Blue, right? Then for Legends Festival that year, we had who did we get? We got Gogeta Blue, actually. It was pretty funny. And then for the 4th anniversary, we had the Zenkai for Vegito Blue 2 years after its release. So it only makes sense for Gogeta Blue to get his Zenkai 2 years after his release. At this point, I'm pretty sure Gogeta Blue is probably the most anticipated Zenkai. Maybe him alongside like UI Sign or even Rose at this point, because he's just garbage. I don't think a platinum equipment or a unique equipment would really help him. At that point, he needs a Zenkai. But I think it's just without a shred of doubt, I truly believe that Gogeta Blue is going to be getting his Zenkai during Legends Festival. It just lines up too perfectly with everything. So he works out perfectly, and he's actually gonna be buffing. I hope he Zenkai buffs Ultra Super Vegito, because that would be amazing for the Future Warriors team. But yeah, I do think he's going to be getting a Zenkai. So other than that, there isn't really anything else to talk about, unless I'm missing something. These are everything I would want. I'm pretty sure I'm missing something, but if I am missing something, definitely drop a comment letting me know what you guys would want to see during this Legends Festival. I really want it to be a massive success, just like last year. I want it to be great. I want a lot of people playing the game. You know, at the end of the day, like I said, I want this game to thrive. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe, because actually it's so important, so don't forget. Other than that, have a great day. See ya.